People always ask, what does a rebel retirement look like? And for me, it's about living on your own terms, even when you're living in bear country. So today I'm going to share a real life bear encounter that we had with a bear that came into our patio and took a deer hide out into the woods. Now, if you've ever wondered if a bear decides that your property is his property, and if you should go into the woods and take back your property, stick with me. The story starts with a bird carrying off a chunk of meat, which leads to bear tracks into the woods, a drawn 44, and it ends with a midnight visitor back onto our patio. So let's get started with the story. Living in bear country, bucks, head and hide go missing. While at the kitchen sink, I saw a Stellar jay with a chunk of something in its mouth. Looking towards the barrel where Buck's head was, thinking the jay was stealing some meat, I saw that the head was gone. Upon further investigation, Buck's hide was in another barrel close to the house. That was gone as well. After comparing notes with the family, I learned that a deer leg that we kept in a flower pot that had been disturbed, and that my daughters had heard some unusual, loud, throaty sounds coming from outside around 11 p.m. the night before. It was time to investigate what was stealing Buck's remains. Down the road and into the woods we went. Bear tracks were numerous and scattered, but there was no evidence of deer hide or dragging of any kind. I was puzzled by this. Could or would a bear pick up a hide in its mouth and carry it someplace without it touching the ground? I decided to go back to the only clue we had, bear tracks leading off of the road into the brush. David announced that he saw the hide at the base of a tree. It was no more than 20 feet from the side of the road. This is when I started to get nervous. Suppose the bear was near or in a tree watching us and wanted to protect his hide. This is when David drew his 44, stepped farther into the brush, and took his bear hide back. Later on, David took the girls into Bearland to look for Buck's head. I thought he was nuts and refused to go. I had no desire to wrestle a bear for a deer head, but David wanted his trophy back. Thankfully, all returned safe and sound while reporting that the area was littered with bear tracks. The hide was later stored in a safe place. The following morning, we found evidence of a nocturnal visitor. The deer leg had been moved once again. A pumpkin that decorated our front porch was jostled out of place. A hose was strewn about, and smudges were on our patio door. Had the bear claimed ownership and returned for what it thought was his? What would you do if a bear stole your stuff? Would you go after it or forget about it and let the bear have it? I hope you've enjoyed our true story. This is just one of many bear encounters we've had living here in Montana. And it's been all good. We've been living with nature and we enjoy it very much. We feel very fortunate to have these bear experiences. So, bears are nothing to mess around with, but if you live with nature and respect nature, you can live in harmony with the wildlife that we experience here. So thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you're doing well. And I'm Marlene with Rebel Retirement, and I'll see you next time.